that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that
It's week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's L'Jarius Sneed, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now it's Jackson. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's ETN. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll go down at the 20. Following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Odafe Oweh from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because you know those big guys up front are doing work. And now,
well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. That's on multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. That's on multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal from the 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Straight ahead, Etienne. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Chiefs at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Throwing again on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue.
Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 after the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Tony. He's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Forced out to his, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough time trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And taken at the 46. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now in Jacksonville. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson now. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And Jackson throwing once more. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point safely through. And leads down to 24. Now in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Jaguars getting set to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.